Hey everybody, I'm Dan.
And I'm Mike, and this is 60 Seconds with Dan and Mike of the Corvallis Knights.
Welcome to another episode of 60 Seconds with Dan and Mike. Good to see you, Gitsy.
Good to be here, Dan. Who do we have lined up for today? Rumor is you booked a special guest.
Well, Mike, we have one of the best in the business joining us today. And yes, he is a special guest. I'm thrilled to introduce my close friend, Knights Baseball Club board member, Hall of Fame educator, and Northwest catching guru, Randy Rutschman.
Very cool, Dan.
Hey, Rutsch, what's up, buddy?
Not much. I'm just happy to be here with you guys and not be competing against you on a field.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us, Randy.
My pleasure. Anything to get a chance to be around you guys is my pleasure.
So, hey, Rutsch, you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay, awesome. So let's put 60 seconds on the clock. Rutsch, first love, football or baseball?
Wow. When I was younger, football. As I got older, probably baseball.
Okay. Better back picker, you or Adley Rutschman?
Oh, I've got Adley on that one.
No doubt.
Rutsch, what pitch do you call to get Jeff Loomis out?
I call a pitch off the plate 4 inches and hope the umpire calls it first strike.
Better van driver, you or Joel Merrick?
Well, just anybody that's been around me driving is going to automatically pick Joel, even if they don't know him.
Pacific City or Bend?
Probably Pacific City.
Nice. Good answer. Good answer, Rutsch. Hey, Rutsch, in a few words, describe the following. West Coast League.
Exciting, first class.
Oregon State Beavers.
Legendary.
Almost Knights intern, Josie Rutschman.
High energy. Don't turn your back on her.
Linfield.
Tradition, big time.
Ad Rutschman.
Meticulous, doesn't let anything slip.
Awesome.
And a practical joker.
Yes, no doubt. And last but not least, Corvallis Knights.
Unbelievable opportunity for so many people throughout the years, including myself.
Cool. That's very nice of you to say, Randy, and appreciate you taking time today to
pioneers. Also, they were pioneers.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay. No worries, Rutsch. Thank you for taking time to hang out with Mike Gitz and Dan Siegel of 60 Seconds with the Corvallis Knights, and we've got a couple more questions for you. Mike has a catching question for you.
Okay.
So, Rutsch, you and I were actually battery mates at one point back in the day. And
I'm sure you were shaking your head like, what is this old man doing?
No, you might be the best catcher ever in my book. But one of the things that you did that I thought was so special was you brought an energy and a positivity, and no matter what was happening, the pitchers felt like they were throwing harder and were bigger and stronger. Like, you just really had a way of inspiring. And one of the great things watching your son play over the years was how he brought the same energy and would run to greet the pitchers, and even now all the Oregon State catchers do it. It's just what they do down there. What's it been like for you to watch him grow as a player, but also, do you see yourself in the way he plays and his style?
Well, I think both of us really had a desire. We like to win, and understand that, pitchers, whether you like it or not, a pitcher's key to that. And we both like to win, and we know that a confident pitcher does better than a pitcher that's not confident. And so much of the confidence doesn't come necessarily from the stuff they have, but it comes from their mindset. Do they believe in what they're doing? You can have we've all seen pitchers that had unbelievable stuff, but they underachieved. So I found that average pitchers become really good when they're confident. And that was one of the things I always tried to do, is build value in my pitchers. Plus, I really enjoyed my relationship with pitchers. I mean, to this day, I will always feel a special bond with those people I've caught over the years. And I think Adley feels the same way. I think he is such a team guy that I think he really treasures his relationship with his pitchers. be not just on the field, but off the field.
Yeah. What a just great answer, Randy, and really appreciate that insight. And, I know you're not going to like this, but I like to brag on Randy Rutschman, and just, man, I don't know if there's a better uh, uh, educator out there, catching coach. You and your wife are world-class teachers. You've just done so much for, your community and the baseball community, and just wanted you to know that Mike and I really appreciate that. And, I feel honored that I have a PhD in Rutschanese.
I think somebody besides Eric Daisy does.
Yes, Daisy and I, we've got that we've broken the language barrier with Randy Rutschman. So Rutschanese, I'm proud of that, and just proud of you in so many ways, your leadership. And, speaking of leaders, I've always respected your approach to coaching and to parenting with young players, and the notion of, helping them along, but also having them, learn their own way and figure it out. And I just thought this would be a really neat opportunity for you as a former Knights coach to kind of talk about how you went about that with, your youth teams and your kids.
Well, first of all, there's a lot of books on parenting, but there's not many books on parenting an athlete. And as parents, we want to see our kids happy and we want to see them successful. So often we try to fix things and whatnot. And me too, especially when you know something about baseball, or you think you know something about baseball. One of the great blessings I had is coaching with the Knights and at George Fox. I talked to a lot of athletes over a 10-year period, knowing that I was raising two kids that would probably play sports. And I didn't want to repeat mistakes that other people had done. Smart people learn from their own experiences. Smarter people learn from other people's experiences. So I really had an opportunity to talk to a lot of kids on those trips. And I found that really kids, there were 4 things that they didn't want their parents to do. They wish they could go back. And one was, don't talk to the coach. Don't hang out. Don't go to the dugout. Don't embarrass me at games. And don't try to coach me during games. Just be there. That's it. And I tried to take that approach. I did not want to, the only time I was going to ever mention something if there was a health issue going on. But for the most part, John Strohmeyer was my kid's high school coach. And Stroh would say, hey, you never talk to me. I said, I vowed that I'm never going to talk to a coach. And he said, actually, I would welcome you to talk, but I didn't want to be that parent. And I think over time, my kids appreciated it. If they wanted to talk baseball, that's the other thing. When going home from games, even now, I do not bring up baseball unless my kid brings it up. Yep. So the natural tendency is to go into the coaching mode right at, well, you should have done this. And I didn't do that. But that came from great advice. I listened to people that really understood. So those are some things that I learned that I thought were pretty key.
Yeah, that's outstanding, Rutsch. And, we respect that so much and appreciate you. And man, I've learned a lot being around you. And I think Mike talked about your energy and your passion and your positivity is it's contagious. And you helped build something pretty special here with the Corvallis Knights. And we're all trying to learn from each other and emulate best practices. And I think that type of approach, is rewarding, and it's good to hear that. And I appreciate you sharing that. And I just think that's it's a wonderful perspective. Mike, any parting words for Rutsch?
I have 2 quick things. One, okay. I really appreciate the job that both of you guys are doing as parents, and I've learned a lot by watching you guys and the way you do a job of parenting. But last thing for you, if you have to win one ball game, Rutsch, 38-year-old Kurt Brockmiller or the field?
Or the field.
Yeah, anybody else? Because I'm taking Brock.
I might take Brockmiller when he's 65 because he'll find a way to get things done. You know, you never knew where his ball was going, so I always sat up down the middle because it could go here or it could go there. So and he was very competitive too. So
Yeah.
he and I almost got in a fight out in the bullpen. He thought I was congratulating a guy that hit a home run off him, and we almost squared off. Like, no way, Brock. I know better than that.
That is so funny.
I know. I love Brock though. I mean, he's one of my favorite people. And thank you to you guys. Like, you know, Dan, it was your vision that has continued to. I think you had a lot to do with progressing baseball, especially at the collegiate level in the Northwest. I think you were a key ball player in that. And the other thing is I appreciate about you is anybody involved in the Knights, you make their life better. Somehow they're, you know, you can talk to Andrew Checkis, Jeff Loomis, you know, people throughout the years, but you've really helped elevate people's careers with your, not just with your wisdom and your involvement, but also, you know, just your support.
Thank you, Rutsch. I thought you were going to go on about my good looks, but I guess we didn't get there. Hey, since Gitsy had a bonus question, I have a bonus question. It's simple. This is a 60-second type question. More power, our guy Dave Shoppy or Joe Gerber?
Ooh. If I'm going for doubles in the gap, I'm going to go with Gerber. If I'm going to go for home run off 92, I'll probably go with Shoppy.
Boom, Shoppy.
If you can get him to the ball
man.
on time and get his gloves on and stuff.
I love it, Rutsch.
With sunglasses on or off?
Oh, well, now they start on, but what's funny is the year he quit playing, Loomis and Siegel joked with me and said, "Hey, you're at the ballpark on time now," because I'd give them rides.
That's right. That's
I know,
right.
like, yeah.
Those are some great days, Rutsch. Well, Rutsch, thank you so much for taking time with Dan and Mike, and have a great rest of your summer, buddy. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thanks. Pleasure being with you guys. Pleasure. You guys are two of my more favorite people on earth.
Thanks, buddy.